I want to extend my thank you for all of you being here and tell you that this is the hope. The fact that you're here is the hope that we can make a difference and we can turn this around and do what we need to do. I think Charles said, you know, we can fight against something, but it's time to fight for something. It's time to fight for using assessments appropriately with our students. For far too long, we have allowed, as educators, as parents, as community members, as legislators, we've allowed the system to be taken over. And we've used assessments in a way that doesn't promote learning. It really doesn't promote learning in our schools. And it's taken what is one of the core values of the 42,000 members of OEA, one of the very dear core values, which is the love of learning. When you take the love of learning out of our schools, the heart of our educators is being ripped out, and we need to put it back. And the fact that you're here, we can do that. You know, the better way. The vision of the Oregon Education Association and our 42,000 members, it's right over here on this wall, and it's at every meeting of the OEA Board of Directors. The vision is to improve the future of all Oregonians through quality public education. Now, we advocate for our members and our students every day, but we want our schools to provide a quality learning environment. We want our schools to provide for our students those things that they need to be successful in life. Now, I'm an elementary PE teacher. It matters to me whether my students walk into my gym ready to learn. It's important what I do, and my subject is not tested. It's not tested. So when I went to my administrator and I said, are you going to come in and observe me? Oh, you're doing fine. You know, no, I want you in my gym because I am proud of what I'm doing, and if my students don't have their health, they have nothing. And if I'm not important to you, that you would come in, so we've got to take it back. It doesn't matter whether you're an English language arts teacher, a math teacher, a science teacher, PE, music, counselor, a bus driver. You are there to make a difference in the lives of our students. When I was appointed to the Oregon Education Investment Board, I was really excited. I was really excited about several things because as an elected leader, you have a very short time to make a difference. And I felt like on that board I could really make a difference because I was going to be one of 13 that was going to sit and look at P through 20 and try to build something that really made a difference for students. And I went to every forum across the state in 2 years. I went to everyone and I listened, and I have my notes. I have a notebook that has all the notes, and I have the parent who talked, the students who talked, the teachers, the community members, the school board members, and I can tell you what they've said about public education and what they want. This is not what they want. This is not what they want is a well-rounded education. I am not opposed to testing. I gave tests in my class, in my PE class, and if you didn't pass, you were coming in because you were going to pass. Because if you don't know how to take care of yourself, you're not going to be okay. So I believe that when you use assessments appropriately, it helps our students. We're not afraid of accountability. I am not afraid to be held accountable. By golly, I'm held accountable every day. When I walk into that gym and I look those students in the eyes, and I know I'm going to see their parents. I was at the same school for 17 years. I knew those parents. I'm accountable for whether my students move on the continuum. But I have to tell you that I am not going to get every student to be able to make 10 baskets in a row. I am not going to get every student to be able to do double Dutch. But I'm going to move them on that continuum as far as I can. So you cannot, as a first grade teacher, get every student at the same point at the same time. The third grade test, you're not going to. It's not developmentally appropriate. And the standardized test, I'm okay. Give a standardized test, but take the high stakes off because our students don't need it. Our students do not need it. What our students need is a love of learning. They need to know that they're cared about. They need to know that the community is there for them. When the community says class size matters, over and over, when only 24% of educators in this state, and that's administrators and teachers who are assigned to a school, say that they agree to the statement that they have a class size that allows them to meet the needs of their students, that is a call to action. And if we don't take it as a call to action and do something, then I'm not sure why we had them take the survey. So we are all in this together. It's not about blame and shame. It's not about sugarcoating, as I read in the paper yesterday. We're sugarcoating. Well, I'm here to tell you we're not sugarcoating the test. What we're sugarcoating is that we have not funded public education in Oregon since we passed Measure 5. The learning conditions that our students in are not appropriate, and we're ready to do something about it.